In continuing my discussion on Andrew Carnegie in his talks with Napoleon Hill, he says you can change from poverty to riches, and he actually gives a formula on how to do this. So he says have the necessary creative vision, and he tells you he says specifically that you don't there is no reality where you get something for nothing. So there's no reality where you get anything worthwhile by not having to work for it. And he cites examples where people have taken shortcuts, they've robbed banks, done other things, and they've had no long-term success from it. He really makes the point that you need to put the work in order to get the results. And then next thing he says is you clear your mind of negativity, take inventory of your skills, look for a market that you want, and then go the extra mile. And by that he means put in the extra work, do what's not expected of you. So if you're working at a company and your task is to do one thing, go the extra mile. Make sure that what you're doing is high quality, and don't settle for anything less. And then put in the extra time, whatever it is you happen to be, and eventually people will notice that, and you'll get rewarded for it. And then next thing he says is charge your mind with success. So keep on focusing on these success aspects, and have a good positive mental attitude. Think more about the service you have to offer instead of how much money you're going to make by rendering it. Okay? So think about, gee, what am I offering to people? How are they going to benefit from this? Rather than, gee, if I make this product, I'll make a lot of money. So how am I going to change the world and make it a better place to live without thinking about the benefits to me? Only think about what I can do for other people. And then make yourself indispensable through your service. Provide the highest quality of service that you can do, no matter what it is. If you're as a cash register operator, or you're working to check out in a store, make sure everyone's experience in dealing with you is a memorable experience. Even just the simple way of the way you give change back, and you have a smile on your face, and you talk positive, that can make someone's day. So they could feel good about themselves the rest of the day because they had a simple interaction with you, say to buy a cup of coffee or the first thing in the morning. So don't think that just because you did something small, it's insignificant. Sometimes those little things that you do are the most significant thing that can happen to someone you're interacting with their whole day. And it can make that whole day completely different for somebody just by that simple interaction. And then gain cooperation with others. So learn how to work with other people, find out what their strengths are, and see if you can involve them in what your goal is that you're working on, and seek that to involve people in what you're working on, and not try to exclude them from things. One of the things I've seen in business over the years is that people think they have such a unique idea and they don't want to share it with anyone, and everyone's got to sign non-disclosure agreements, and everyone's got to do all this other stuff, and they never bring their product to market because it's so revolutionary that everyone's going to steal it from them. As a result, it doesn't go anywhere, so they might as well not even work on it. And I've seen this in at least a dozen cases that I can cite, where people had what they considered was a great product, and they wanted everyone, to sign their life away if they saw it, and it never went anywhere. So what was the point? We've seen lousy products become, the most successful things in the world, because the person simply got it out there in the marketplace and started sharing it and started selling it, and people wanted what they had to offer, even if it wasn't the greatest thing in the world. It still solved the problem. So what problems are you solving with the solutions that you're coming up with? Send me a comment on if this makes any sense to you, and how you seek to give the highest quality work that you can do on a daily basis in your life.